Okay, as promised, here are some examples. I'm pretty sure I did this one in lecture, but it's always good to have it recorded anyhow. Let's see. So we are given 5 grams of hydrogen reacting with excess oxygen and producing 36 grams of water. So first thing we need to know is that 36 grams theoretical or is that actual? Key word here is produces. It's making. That's my measurable quantity. So this is what I've actually made. I'm not going to do anything with that yet. I'll go ahead and use it in this equation once I figure out what theoretical is. So my theoretical then piece is, or going to build my theoretical piece, is that 5 grams of hydrogen I'm going to start with. But first I need a balanced equation. So I'm going to react hydrogen with oxygen to give water. Let's see, I have 2 hydrogen, so I'm good there. But I have 2 oxygen and only 1 oxygen, so I know I at least have to have a 2 there. And then once I do that, I'm like, okay, so I have 2 times 2, so I have 4 hydrogen. So that means I need to put another 2 there. Beautiful. That's balanced. And I know I'm starting with 5 grams of hydrogen. The first thing I want to do is start with the piece I've been given that I can do math with. I've been given 5 grams of hydrogen, and in order to use my stoichiometry, I have to get that into a mole. To get it into moles, I need molecular or molar mass. So the molar mass of hydrogen is 2.02 grams of hydrogen per 1 mole of hydrogen. Cool. Check our units. I have grams hydrogen on the bottom, grams hydrogen on top. They cancel. Sounds beautiful. I have 1 mole of hydrogen now. Now I can use my stoichiometry. Remember, this says 2 moles of hydrogen react with 1 mole, there's an inferred 1, with 1 mole of oxygen to produce 2 moles of water. The thing I want to get to is my water piece. I already have my hydrogen piece. So let's see. My mole ratio, I need my moles of hydrogen to go away. I have 1 mole on the top, so my stoichiometry says 2 moles of hydrogen on the bottom. And then on the top, the thing I want to get into is that 2 moles of water. Now you'll notice this time I didn't reduce it because 2 divided by 2 is 1. I know that. And I did that in class without making it clear as to why my 2 suddenly became 1, and that's why. So let's see. Now I can check what cancels out. Let's do a different color. I have mole hydrogen, perfect. So now what I need is my theoretical. This is to say, if I use all 5 grams, all of them little buggers, react with oxygen to produce the total amount of water they can produce, then this is what it would make. So let's see. Now I have moles. In order to do this ratio, I either need to do 2 things. I either need to change grams of water into moles or change my moles of water here into grams. Let's go ahead and do that. So for every 1 mole of water, I have 18.02 grams of water. I put that into a calculator, and then I don't have done. Let's see, let's go ahead and cancel things out first. The mole of water cancels with mole of water. Where's my fancy? I'll use this guy. So I'm in my calculator, I'm going to put 10 times 18.02, so 180.02. I'm sorry, 180.2. So 5 times 2 times 18.02. 5 times 2 times 18.02. I don't always trust myself. 02. Let's see, 180.80.2 grams of water divided by 2.02 times 2. So 4.04. And that gives me, so my theoretical yield is all of my 5 grams react. I end up with 44.604 grams of water. Not that oxygen. Now what I did here is totally fine. I left the 2's in. I just wanted to show you. In fact, let me show you now. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So I'm going to ignore that. I'm just going to go 5 times 18.02 and divide by the 2.02. Also a good double check for did I make a boo-boo? 2 divided by 2.02. 44.604. It is indeed the same thing. So this is our theoretical. My goodness. So our percent yield then, our actual was 36.0 grams of water divided by 44.604 grams times 100. Yes, that's 36. And what about you? 80.7103. Now let's talk sig figs. Let's see, I have 3 sig figs here, 3 sig figs here, and then, so that's 3 sig figs. So that means my total fewest numbers, they're all 3s, so it kind of doesn't matter. But so our final answer will be 80.7% yield. It's pretty high. Let's see, how long have we been going? 7 minutes. I am going to stop there and then do one more example.